You know, every time you get in a car, you see that little SRS or airbag logo on the steering wheel. But what you're really looking at is an incredible story of chemistry and physics working together at an absolutely impossible speed. So today, we're going to unpack the science of that nitrogen ninja living right there in your dashboard.
I mean, think about it. In that split second of a collision, this cushion just appears out of nowhere, almost like magic. But it's not magic. It's actually something way more impressive. It's split-second engineering. So how in the world does it do that?
Okay, to really get how an airbag works, you have to appreciate the speed. The entire thing happens in a time frame that's almost too fast for our brains to even process.
And I'm not kidding, that's not an exaggeration. An average blink takes about 1/10 of a second. The entire airbag process, from the initial crash to a fully inflated bag, happens in a tiny fraction of that time. And it has to be that fast, right? It's got to get between you and the steering wheel before you even start to move forward.
So what's the magic number? 0.003 seconds. 30 milliseconds. That is the entire window of time we're talking about. From the moment of impact to the moment a fully inflated cushion is there to save you. So what on earth is happening in those 30 milliseconds?
Let's break down this insane little journey. At time zero, bam, the impact happens. By just 1/100th of a second later, a sensor has already detected the crash and sent out an electric signal. 1/100th of a second after that, a chemical reaction kicks off, releasing a massive amount of gas. And by the time we hit 3/100ths of a second, the bag is completely full. Every single step is a marvel of pure precision.
But, none of this can even begin without that first critical step, detection. And that job belongs to the unsung hero of the whole system, the crash sensor. Think of it like a silent guardian, just constantly waiting for one very, very specific signal.
And this alarm clock analogy, it's perfect. This sensor is incredibly smart. It's not going to go off just because you slam on the brakes or hit a big pothole. Nope, it's calibrated to recognize the unique physical signature of a serious collision, that super rapid, forceful deceleration, and only then does it sound the alarm.
Okay, so the sensor has done its job. It sent that critical electric signal. And that signal, well, that's the spark that ignites an incredible, life-saving chemical explosion.
And this brings us to the real core of how an airbag works. See, the reason it can inflate so incredibly fast isn't because of compressed air, like a tire. It's because it literally creates the gas it needs, on demand, in an absolute instant.
The secret sauce here is a chemical called sodium azide. It's a solid, stable little pellet just tucked away inside the airbag module. But the moment it gets zapped by that electric charge from the sensor, it undergoes this lightning-fast decomposition. It instantly converts from a tiny amount of solid into a huge volume of nitrogen gas, and that gas is perfectly safe. I mean, it's the main component of the air we're breathing right now.
So let's just run through that chain reaction one more time. The sensor sends the charge ignites the chemical creates the gas, and the gas inflates the bag. It's a perfect four-step chemical engine designed for one thing and one thing only: speed.
So when you put it all together, you can see the full picture. The sensor, the chemistry, the timing, it all comes together in one seamless, split-second event that acts as your personal bodyguard.
And that's why this analogy is just so fitting. For its entire life, that airbag system is completely silent. It's hidden, it's invisible. But in that one critical moment of danger, it springs into action with blinding speed and precision to protect you. A true ninja.
You know, here's another way to think about it. It's like a loyal friend. It's always there, waiting in the background, specifically designed to catch you before you can hit a hard surface. It appears only in that exact moment you need it the most. It's just a remarkable piece of protective technology.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? We're surrounded by these hidden guardians. From the circuit breaker in your house that prevents fires, to the anti-lock brakes in your car that keep you from skidding. What other silent ninjas are out there working behind the scenes in our technology to keep us safe every single day? Something to think about.